Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If it is your first time here, please make sure you subscribe, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I want to talk about something that I have realized over time, and as you see in the title, this is a video on how to own being an introvert. Over the years, I've noticed a pattern with myself and certain things, and I just kind of want to talk to you guys about it and give people who are introverts like me a place where they can feel safe, and we can have an open dialogue. And if you didn't know you were an introvert and you kind of don't understand why certain things are happening or why you respond certain ways to certain things, then you're in the right place. So let's get started. Introversion is a personality trait characterized by a focus on internal feelings rather than on external sources of stimulation. So what that says to me is that people who are introverts tend to think a lot and spend a lot of time just reflecting and understanding themselves and others rather than looking for stimulation from other people, other things. And so first I'm going to give you guys some things that you may not know as far as being an introvert. And this is also for people who need to understand why a person acts the way they do. So it does not mean that you are shy or socially anxious. So that's the first thing you need to realize. I used to tell people that I'm shy. So I am shy to a certain extent, but people that are introverts usually need to recharge after being around people. Now, this is something that I definitely can see in myself. Like, I'll even notice, like, yesterday I was getting my hair braided, and I was talking to the girl, everything was cool, and then I noticed after about an hour or so, I noticed myself getting quiet. That is because I'm more aware of it now, so suddenly, like, the conversation, I'm like checked out. And I know people that have been around me before have probably noticed that, so that's why. If you're an introvert, you may find that you enjoy a lot of solitude. I love to be alone. I don't feel lonely 90% of the time when I'm alone. Now, granted, I do have my moments where I'm like, dang, I feel kind of lonely, but overall, I really enjoy solitude. Introverts make up about 25 to 40% of the population, and people may describe you as being reserved or quiet. Again, that does not mean that you are shy. Many theories of personality suggest that everyone to a degree is an introvert and extrovert. It's just some people have more than others. Too much stimulation for us can leave us feeling drained, exhausted, overwhelmed, especially, like, I get overwhelmed so easily. Now, mind you, if you guys are new to me and you don't know me, I do suffer from PTSD, depression, and anxiety. So I've got a lot of things going on top of being an introvert and a Gemini. So I do tend to feel very overwhelmed after, like, physical contact. Like, I used to say all the time jokingly, like, okay, that's enough human interaction for today. Like, people used to take it as me being stuck up, full of myself, and that's the furthest thing from what I am. And I think that introverts get a lot of controversy. And I am going to give you guys 3 easy steps how to own being an introvert. I know I probably didn't say that in the beginning, but I am going to give you guys that, so make sure you stay tuned through the whole video. And yeah, the science of causes, so the reason why scientifically, you can find that on verywellmind.com. That is where I got all of these little facts from, because I didn't want to come to you guys with like, oh, I think this, I think that. So these are things that I got from verywellmind.com. Now, we are very self-aware, and we devote a lot of time to self-reflection, and I definitely know that I do that. I spend a lot of time thinking about different interactions, what I could have done differently, what the other person could have done differently. So introverts appreciate being around people who they are close to. So yeah, I don't mind being around, like, close friends and family, but again, I still need time to recharge. It doesn't change the fact, like, I enjoy being around those people. If it's anyone else, then I really feel anxious and I feel like it's a job. And We hate small talk, we find it tedious, and we enjoy deep and meaningful discussions. Sorry, I keep looking at the board, but yeah. But that ties into my sign too. That's crazy. I hate small talk, and the reason for that is that I just feel like it's pointless, and I feel like it's just a time filler, and I can actually just be quiet. I don't mind being quiet and just observing, instead of finding things to talk about that really don't mean anything to me. So now let's move on. So let me give you guys 3 easy steps as to how you can own being an introvert, and you're not going to believe how easy this is. So step number 1, and I came up with these on my own. Be open and honest, you guys. This is something that I suffered with, and I made a conscious decision to try and change it. So be open and honest with people, whether it's people that you're meeting for the first time and you think, oh wow, we could be cool or whatever. Let them know. If you guys decide to go have lunch or something like that, and you guys want to just get to know each other, let them know up front, look, I'm a bit of an introvert. Don't take it personally. Sometimes I need to just check out, have some time to myself, come back, I'm good. Just be open about that. Don't try to mask it. Don't try to hide it. And, you know, I didn't understand myself. So a lot of times when I think back, a lot of situations, I felt very tired and overwhelmed, and I didn't know how to express that to somebody. But here is a whole thing. It's a whole personality trait, and I didn't even know that. So be open and honest with people. Either they're going to accept you or they're not. And as far as people that already know you, if this is something that you're learning about yourself, you know, for the first time, then if these are people that love you and they understand you and they, you know, then just have a conversation with them or share a video with them, or maybe just sit down and ask them like, hey mom, have you noticed that I do XYZ? And she says yes, then okay. This is step number 2. Stop trying to fit in. You guys, this is tough because a lot of times when you're an introvert, even in work, in school, it can be very difficult for us. And what you have to do is stop trying to fit in. This ties into number 1. Once you've been open and honest about this with yourself and then with everybody else, then that's it. Stop trying to fit in. Be around people that understand you and that are committed to understanding you. It's just that simple. Don't try to force something that just doesn't fit. That doesn't mean that you can't be friends with people. That doesn't mean that you have to be weird or an outcast. Just try to link up with people who are kind of like you. This brings me to step number 3, which is stop trying to be around people who are committed to misunderstanding you. And I wrote in little parentheses, those aren't your people. And they're not. Stop trying to be around people that try to force you to do things, that try to make you feel bad because you don't want to do things, or you're an introvert and you don't walk into a room and just start running your mouth. Don't be around those type of people because it's not a good situation. It's very toxic. And those are the very type of people that are committed to misunderstanding you. They tell you, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with you, but they don't even want to hear what you have to say. Then just don't be around those type of people. They can't appreciate you. Then make your absence known. If they can't understand and, you know, appreciate the time that you did spend with them, then get rid of them. And you guys, that is it. That is all. That is a little bit about me, and I hope that you guys understood what I said. You could take away something from what I said. And if you just realized that you're an introvert for the first time, then leave me a comment. Either way, leave me a comment if you're introvert, extrovert, ambivert. Understand when I say there is absolutely nothing wrong with being an extrovert. I hope that's not the tone of the video that you get. Being an extrovert is awesome. Some of my best acquaintances are extroverts, and I enjoy them so much, and I think they're so cool because their personality is so huge. But that's not who I am. And let me know if you guys want me to do more videos on this, because I'm telling you, I have a ton of topics that actually tie into this, and it goes pretty deep, and it's a part of me, and that's who I am, and I accept it now, and I'm going to go forward with a good foot, and I'm going to go forward a different way than I used to. So either people are going to accept it or they're not. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so we can stay in touch. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Make sure you're following me on Instagram as well. I'll leave it in the description box below. And check out that website, by the way. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.